What's going on, boys and girls? What's up, world? Austin John Plays here. Welcome back to Stage Review. Last episode, we checked out Bob-omb Battlefield, Tetris, and Tanuki Mario, and you guys decided that the Bob-omb Battlefield stage was the coolest. You also listed a whole bunch of your submissions in the bottom area, and going forward, if you want to submit something in the comment section, be sure to enter your ID, a little description on what your stage is about, and if everyone upvotes that you're one of the most upvoted comments, you may appear in the next episode of Stage Review. The first stage we're going to be looking at is called Whomps Fortress by me. Little prejudice, I get to have that. ID number MOYLJXC7. This is a stage that I spent, I'd say about 4 or 5 hours on getting all the details right, and also how I wanted to imagine what angle of Whomps Fortress. I don't think I'm going to make a separate video based on this. Instead, I'm just going to feature it here. So this main area is going to be, so when you start, you make that left-hand turn, that's this path. I originally had a pathway up here, but then it just kind of didn't fit in with the actual battling of the stage. That's that first tree that the owl's in. I even added some yellow down here for where the flowers are. And then once you come up to the right, we have the Whomps on the right, and then the Thwomps at the top, and King Thwomp all the way at the top as well. We have some floating islands here on the right, and even the little platform that the star is in at the top with the cage around it. So I'm pretty proud of how it came out. If you guys want, you could totally download it. I even did textured for the ground, so in case you could possibly see that. And up there, I even included the water, not that that would ever be visible. The next stage we're going to be looking at is Smash 64 Desk by G Sus. ID number BY4K8Y68. Now, this post has actually blown up all over Reddit, and this is a recreation of the Super Smash Bros. 64 intro animation desk, which that's pretty neat. All right, so it appears that the... all right, so right here is like the cup or pen or utensil holder that we have, and then we have some of the books over here, all of them in their various colors and textures, the edge of the desk. The curtains are on the layer right behind that, and the wall on the backmost layer. Very good use of that. Here we have the tissue box. Tissues are right behind it. And we have this guy over here to the right. The desk is really clean, and the drawers as well. So like, here's a nice flat stage where you're going to be able to battle and have a great time. I do wish that they brought the wall up above that windowsill. It seemed like a little unimmersive that you can just break through the top of the window, top of the stage. But yeah, overall a very clean level that you'd be able to do some very tight little battles right here, and then if you get someone up against some walls and you get some wall combos going on, oh boy, they are in for quite a doozy. Quite a doozy indeed. It's a really clean stage, not only to look at, but also fun to play on, and isn't that the main objective of every custom stage? Completely opposite of a fun-to-play stage is one that one that's blown up a little bit on Twitter. It is the DVD logo. ID number 3377R452. So this is just a stage of a DVD logo going on a screen, and you just wait for it to hit a corner. That's it. Oh, is it gonna hit the corner? Is it gonna hit the corner? Nope. Nope. So while you smash with your friends, you'll be oh, it finally ends on the corner. I see what they did there. So while you be smashing with your friends, you'll be experiencing playing on the DVD logo. Is this a real ground? Oh yeah, so there's ground down here too. Oh, you could also climb onto like the side. Oh, I'm inside of the logo. This is weird. Okay, so you just roll in and out of it. You could probably do that for both sides. Wonder if I could get inside of the D. That's a weird sentence. Oh, nope, you just fall through. Okay, so that is the DVD logo. To wrap up this episode is going to be 2 levels submitted in the comment section of the previous video. The first one is Wii Fit Trainer by EnderGuy06, ID number 4R2T24W7. While you're on Wii Fit Trainer's back and butt, you have her arm extending out, so you have a nice flat surface to be playing on. And then her left leg goes all the way out. Her right leg is not actually part of the battlefield. Instead, it's part of the background layer. However, with how thick her leg is, you couldn't actually tell that. And her left arm is part of the foreground, so that's also not part of the battlefield. At the very right side of the stage is going to be a teleporter that brings me to the left side of the stage, which is a little weird. I wanted to get around the teleporter to see if I could land on the leg before I realized that it was not this layer. And I learned it was not this layer. A very creative stage. It's done very well. I would just like to see if there was a way that maybe for like the marble we can make it so it didn't have the outside texture to it. This is weird. So some of the marble does, some doesn't. I think it has to do with how you create it. Like I think if you go into the grid, it won't have the outline, which is kind of strange. Yeah, that leg is really close to the edge. So like if you hit someone there and they don't land in that teleporter, they are dead. So say for example, I'm trying to recover and I'm on the right side trying to go left, even though there's not much area for recovery. I may land in that teleporter and then accidentally walk off the left side. So that's a little tricky. It's tricky to rock a rhyme. To rock a rhyme, it's tricky. And for the very last one is going to be Fossil Falls, also submitted in the comments section. This is by JK49, ID number QXP401L1. And this, similar to the Super Mario 64 Bomb-On Battlefield, is sort of the same diorama sort of stage. So the actual battle layer is these two platforms, as well as these two large platforms right here. To the right, we just have a little bit going on. We have the Triceratops skeleton, and then in the background we have the highest most platform. And then I think the Chain Chomp battle is up here. I would have really liked to see if they included one of the Broodals. There we go, the Broodals with the Chain Chomp on the leash. I thought that would have been something neat to see right there. Maybe if you took a whole bunch of the Chain Chomps and then made smaller links, put them all on rails, that'd be really awesome. And they use the ice for the waterfall. Very nice, very creative. Very simple stage, very clean, fun to play on. The foreground has some grass going through it for because that's what Fossil Falls does. I like that. I did see a little bit of a glitch going on with the dirt on the top left. Actually, all the platforms that you have that little glitch dirt going on. So like if you just stare at the dirt right above My Mario, you'll see it does that little flicker. So say for example, you want to get rid of that flicker effect, you put down your grass layer. Your dirt is obviously going to be large and below that. So let's go from that same point to that point. And then you're going to freehand it below that and then come back up. Doing it that way, and then, oh, you also had some of those dips going down, right? To avoid that completely, you just make a couple of points on the grid. You can leave the grid then, do sort of a freehand shape, and then end on the grid. And doing that, you won't get that weird glitching texture going on. As long as you have that one solid platform, that's all it cares about, and that takes priority over everything else, either in the foreground or in the background. That's gonna be wrapping up this episode of Stage Review. In the comment section, tell me who your favorite stage was, upvote your favorite comments, and if there's a stage that you want to submit, feel free to list it there, or be sure to send me a screenshot and ID on Twitter at AustinJohnPlays. Until next time, Austin John out.